The area team for baseball that travels and does extremely well actually has a culmination of a lot of kids from a lot of high schools in our area. The Southland Hogs are in action this week in the BEST tournament out in Pensacola. And they have finished pool play. Now, they've been getting a lot of rain out there, so they're trying to get into finals play, which I understand they have now reverted to single elimination. Wasn't supposed to be that way, but when you're getting all of this rain, that's how it is. Unfortunately, the Hogs went 1-2-1 in pool play. They tied the East Coast Grays 9-9. Then they lost to the Louisiana All-Stars 6-5. Came back and really put it on the Navy Ducks, a team from the Panhandle of Florida, 12-0. And then lost a heartbreaker to Escambia County 6-5. So now they are in single elimination play. And certainly next week we'll let you know how they did in this tournament. Last week the Hogs played in the Dixie State Tournament for Majors Baseball. That is 19U going down, and unfortunately came out second in the state. They lost to Bossier City. Actually beat Bossier City one time in the finals, but they needed to beat them twice and couldn't come up with that big win to win it all. So Bossier City goes on to Ozark, Alabama to play in the World Series of Dixie Baseball, but the Hogs got to go to Pensacola to play in this particular tournament, and I'm not sure who came out to win it. I wouldn't mind going to Pensacola to play in a tournament because I'm not sure if there's a whole lot that goes on in Ozark, Alabama, but that is where Bossier went. Now we're going to move up to we're not going to call it semi-pro baseball. We're going to call it AAA baseball, the Zephyrs, and they're struggling just a little bit, staying below 500, just can't get over the hump. But they have gone on a little bit of a winning streak, 51-54 on the year. It is fun to go to a Zephyrs game. Remember, they are just the farm team of the Florida Marlins, so it's guys who are trying to get ready for the big leagues. And there is a certain thing that they're trying to accomplish by playing in AAA baseball. Round Rock running away with it. Ironically, Round Rock was in last place last year. Oklahoma City in last place. Ironically, Oklahoma City usually at the top of the standings in the American South standings. If you'd like to see a Zephyr game, there are 4 games in a row starting tomorrow, Saturday, that will be played on Airline. Not only that, you could possibly go out and see a baseball game and go see the Saints practice. Both of those things kind of happening around the same time and in the same area. So that would be a lot of fun. And finally, before we go to a commercial break, I do want to pass out some congratulations to a couple of local high school guys who are going to be playing on the collegiate level baseball next year. Mike Williams from Terrebonne High School is going on to play at Meridian Community College. So congratulations to Mike. Unfortunately for Mike, most of his senior year he had an arm problem, but it shows what kind of athlete he is that Meridian is taking a chance on him. And this is a school that puts out very good baseball players. They play in the same region as Delgado Community College, so we're going to see Mike coming back to play in the area. Also, Nick Burr. Now, Nick Burr is playing with that team over in Pensacola this weekend. Nick, earlier in the week, signed to play at Baton Rouge Community College. Nick was a standout over at Thibodeau High School, and I think he's going to be a really good baseball player over for Baton Rouge Community College. So congratulations to those 2 kids. They both participated in our Friday night sports annual all-star baseball game at Nicholls State at the end of the baseball season, and it's good to see that they are getting recognized and going on to play at the collegiate level. Got to take a commercial break. When we come back, going to talk a little bit about Kirk LeBlanc. We mentioned this last week. He is doing something that's really wonderful with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're going to pass that on to you, and we'll get caught up with all of the news going on around the area when we get back in our last segment.